Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports Knowledge Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Colorado's offense will have the first possession of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to fire on second down. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate and make it easier.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-route there.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the back. And the Buffaloes get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Power football with the run. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to power their way ahead, and the Bearcats get it past the sticks. Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Let's go! Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Trying play action. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, they still can't stop it.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. It's complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Paulo, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Here's the handoff. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. And that play looked... Threw it up in the playbook. Did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out.
Defensively, I play so much more man coverage when it goes down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Getting some heat. He's got it on the run. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half, airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Cincinnati. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Works the middle of the field.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had...
He tries to take the top off. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Man, what a career with that carry. He's now over 4,000 yards.
And he's made this coaching staff look really smart, David, throughout his career, hasn't he? Defenses week in, week out, they load the box. They try to stop this guy. They're never able to get it done. 4,000 is a ton.
That's crazy, and I like what you said, week in, week out. You know what else you got to have? You got to have some durability. And he's been tough in the lineup almost every single week. You hand him the football, you get the production. That's how you get to 4,000 yards rushing.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the corner. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. And they're churning out positive yardage early.
The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Mumpfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, Bucks! And the stomping has commenced.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing.
He's taking the shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job.
He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage. And
touchdown, Colorado! And the route is on.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch called for and made. And the Colorado offense offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. On target. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nowhere near to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He wants it all. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much.
Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to put them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It's complete on the right side. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's caught.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. And a little. And here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And they did tack on that extra point without any. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Final minute, this game's on ice. Makes the grab on the right. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the beatdown has ensued. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. One more play to pad the stats. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them.